welcome to Outside of a Cat, because outside of a cat, a book is a person's best friend.
This interview was recorded at Swancon in 2011. Swancon is a Western Australian science fiction and fantasy convention where fans and creators gather to discuss books, movies and games. Swancon has been running since 1976. Guests of honour have included Charles Stross, John Scalzi, Anne McCaffrey, Ryan Griffin, Mercedes Lackey, Anne Bishop, Terry Pratchett and Ellen Datlow. I'm Elaine. We're at Swancon, the National Science Fiction Convention, at a martial arts training session. We're here today at the convention to speak to writers and editors and to meet with fans of science fiction and romance writing.
This is a very good place for a non-human to mingle. Your humans are not worried by the presence of Wookiees, reptiles and assorted death on legs. And it is a delight to be here.
Thank you for your time.
You are most welcome, human. May the force be with you.
Why are you here at Swancon?
I'm here at Swancon because I suppose primarily because I'm interested in speculative fiction, and this is a speculative fiction convention. And what I mean by that is fiction that speculates about an alternative reality that's not this one. So it can include fantasy, science fiction and horror. I don't just like science fiction, I'm actually more into fantasy and horror, but as I've come over the years, I've discovered that all my friends come here, so actually it's more, it's a weekend-long party with just about all my friends.
So what does a non-famous person do at Swancon?
Meet up with old friends, take part in the community that has sustained us for a long time, but I'm quite enjoying the discussion about the tension between trying to edit for profit and how do you shape a career as a publisher or as a writer, compared with a tension to create art and to do things that you want to do and just to be the best expression of your own work without commercial tension.
It's a very fascinating discussion to be part of.
It is, and it's an eternal one for the artist to try to grapple with working within, the world.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Damien.
Thanks for talking to me, Wayne.
Hi, I'm speaking with Bill, who's come over from Melbourne to attend Swancon. Welcome to Perth, Bill.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I first started to go to conventions in the middle 1950s. I've been a regular attendee since and been involved with science fiction fandom, in particular the production of fanzines, which are the only way that we communicated.
An incredibly valuable part of the fanish community.
Yes, it differs from blogs in the current generation in that you try and look up on the internet the blogs of 5 years ago, they're not there.
Yeah.
So nothing's permanent, whereas fanzines exist and they're getting to be quite valuable now because they're a historical record of the doings of the people that have subsequently done quite well in life. Yes. This is what they were interested in their youth.
What have you attended at Swancon so far?
So far I've been on 3 or 4 panels. I've got a couple to go in the next couple of days, and those are the ones that I've been presenting. I've watched the guest of honour, Grant Watson's interview panel on the opening night. I really enjoyed that. It was really interesting to hear the guests answer some questions.
Okay, so what did Grant speak about?
He was asking a lot about a lot to do with sort of the origins where they first got their interest in SF, where Ellen Datlow's interest in editing had stemmed from. Also asking, I found it interesting hearing Ellen talk about editing because it's an area that I don't really know much about, and so hearing her speak about some of the ins and outs of what it's like to be an editor, particularly one as prolific as she is, was really fascinating.
Great, thank you. And of course you're here as a writer.
I am.
Yes.
In fact, invited as a guest, which is very flattering,
very
nice.
Very exciting. And you have a book.
Funnily enough, I've got a copy of it here, which I shall just show nicely here, yes. This is my latest book called Slave of Sondel. It's in the epic fantasy genre.
Now, tell us about epic fantasy.
Okay, epic fantasy is generally seen as fantasy which is played out on a large stage. There's travel, there's excitement, there's adventure, and normally there is some world-changing event about to come, like a zombie apocalypse, perhaps.
Zombie apocalypse.
But I don't have a zombie apocalypse, so I might have to save that one for later.
Yeah,
but
next book.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah, it's about a world-changing event and the characters and people involved in trying to hopefully forestall that, see it off.
Or hasten it.
Or hasten it, which does happen sometimes, yeah.
Yes, yeah. And,
Mine's trying to stop it, because he thinks he caused it.
Yes. Sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.
I'm with Kat Sparks, fiction editor at Cosmos magazine.
Hi Elaine.
Hi Kat, it's good to see you here
Nice
at Swancon.
to see you again, yeah.
Yes,
It's been a while.
It has. Well, I think what everyone wants to know is what's happening with Cosmos magazine.
Well, if anyone doesn't know, Cosmos is an Australian popular science magazine. It has a readership of both print and online of perhaps 400,000 people. And I'm the one who gets to choose the stories, and so I'll let you know what sort of stories I'm looking for in case you'd like to send me one. We're looking for, there's a misconception that we look for hard science stories, and this isn't true. It's popular science of a word length between 2,000 to 4,000 words. So the best way to find out what sort of stories I'm looking for is to go to our online website and read the ones that are up there and sort of work it out from that. Most of them were chosen by Damien Broderick, who had the job before me, but you can see the sort of taste that the magazine is after, and have a go.
Yeah.
Submissions are online. Everything you need to know is on, just Google Cosmos. Payment $300 for a print story, $75 for the online stories.
Fascinating to all the writers.
Send me a story. I don't get as many as you'd think I might.
Thank you, Kat.
Thank you, Elaine.
I'm with Elisa Krasnostein, the senior editor of 12 Planet Press, a West Australian independent publishing company. Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
I'm very interested in the 12 Planets project. Do you want to talk to the people out there about 12 Planets?
12 Planets is a new project that we're running over 2011 and 2012, basically to showcase the top female short story writers in Australia. Each book, there'll be 12 volumes. Each one features one short story author and 4 short stories in one collection. And the first one is Nightsiders, which is written by Sue Isle and is 4 short stories set in one universe. And the second one's just come out, which is Love and Roman Punk, which is also set in Rome.
So, not West Australian or Australian stories necessarily?
Not necessarily, mostly Australian.
Yes. Good. What else have you got coming up in publishing?
Well, we're running the 12 Planets, so
Yes.
we'll have Lucy Sussex coming out in June, and then a new season coming out later this year, but not confirmed.
Yes. Well, Lucy Sussex, of course, is a very well-known Australian author. So, prominent names being released by West Australian Independent Press. Thank you for talking with us,
Thank you,
Elisa.
Elaine.
Hi, I'm Rhys Hawkesby, Tim Winton Award winner, Shorelines Award winner, and 15-year-old author of the book Justin Gale Deals with Death, here at Swancon 2011.
Bloody Jedi! What? You the Jedi? Do I take you to the Jedi? Sometimes I wish I was working for the bloody Sith. Sympathise with that. What? No, I mean... Turn!
And your master must have at least passed them before you left.
As you can plainly see, I've had trouble holding my own. Life itself is my trouble.
And you to come across the Sith?
It's my duty to weaken the dark side at any cost.
What do you see?
I won't give in. Not to you.
Yes, I had noticed. Now all who see you will know my art.
Gives me emotions I long ago abandoned. Ecstasy, despair, lust, rage.
Please like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Go!